Hello everyone, Spanky here, and here's my list of the top 10 games of this year, in my opinion. Very much massive letters, my opinion. Not yours, mine. It's my video, alright? I do have one honourable mention, and I'm going to talk about two games that didn't work for me either. So, let's go. I'll start off with my honourable mention, which is My Friendly Neighbourhood, which didn't technically come out this year. It came out, I think, the year prior, or even the year before that on PC. But it got ported to Xbox and PlayStation and everything else this year. So, by technicality, I'm going to count it. Because I really, really enjoyed this game. I finished it, I got all the trophies, did everything. Loved it. If you like Resident Evil like 7 and 8, like first-person survival horror, give it a go. It's fantastic. The only issue for me, being a British dude, is they spelt neighbourhood wrong. It should have a U in it, and they don't. But one of the puzzles involves you spelling the word neighbourhood, and for me, it doesn't look right because it's spelt wrong. Because there's no U. Why does it go B-O-R? Why are you scared of the letter U, America? What? Anyway, let's move on. That's my honourable mention. So, in no particular order, apart from the order I'm going to say them in. Number 10, Labyrinth of the Demon King. First-person dungeon crawler. Very, very Silent Hill aesthetics. PlayStation 1 graphics. Kind of, sort of, a bit. Yeah, it's alright. Quite liked it. Pretty good. Only thing is, it's quite short. When it was done and dusted, I was like, that's it? That's the end? And I was like, yes, it was. But if a game leaves you wanting more, then I think it's done a good thing. There's nothing worse than playing a game and thinking, when the fuck is this going to end? Didn't have that problem with this game. I saw Nitro Rad do a review on it and thought, that looks alright. You said Silent Hill. I'm on board for that. And the game actually plays nothing like Silent Hill. But it looks like it. And that's what matters. If it was set in feudal Japan. Yeah. Moving on. Next one. Total Chaos. Now, Total Chaos was apparently a Doom 2 mod that turned into its own thing. And again, it is a first-person survival game. More emphasis on the survival than the horror, although there is horror elements. The only thing that doesn't really work for me is I think the longer the game goes on, the worse it gets. It starts off very strongly where you don't really fight anything. It's building up the atmosphere. Then by mid-game, it's pretty good because you're balancing like what weapons you want to have because you've got like limited weight capacity. And you're just trying to keep everything afloat. Like you're trying to have healing items, you're trying to stop bleeding, trying to stop from dying of hunger. And yeah, I think it's got a good balance, but I think by the end game, it drops the ball massively. I think it gets worse and worse because it requires you to pick up things that like weigh a ton, and you basically have to drop all your inventory. And then it does the cardinal sin of like the last couple of chapters of the game, you just lose everything and just like get given a gun. It's like, all right, here you go. Then. Let's basically just make this Doom, which I haven't got a problem with, but it doesn't quite have Doom mechanics. So that's why it's on the lower end of the list. But for the most part, I did enjoy it, and that's why it's on this list. Next up, we've got Avowed. Now, Avowed, you say? So, when this came out, people were sort of, yeah, it's all right, and then everyone seems to have forgot about it. But I haven't. I finished this game. I enjoyed it for what it was worth. It was kind of like Diet Skyrim. I like Skyrim, so it's fine. It's one of those where you play the game and then you see a character in a cutscene and you think, they're the baddie, they did it. Whatever it is, they did it. And I was totally right on the money. They try and swing it around. Oh, she's totally not evil, but she's literally wearing like armor with skulls on it. It's pure black, so it's like, yeah, they're the baddie. But actual gameplay-wise, it's like exploring around. Yeah, there's not like a massive amount to explore, but there's plenty of different things you can do with your character. And sometimes it felt more like a sort of Borderlands first-person shooter, but I kind of like Borderlands as well. For me, it worked. So I can understand if you went in wanting something more, like a real gritty like RPG, then you're not quite going to get it. But I had a good time of it. Speaking of Skyrim and that, something in the same vein, Outer Worlds 2. I really like the Outer Worlds, and I thought the Outer Worlds 2 was just pretty much more of the same, but they just give it a bit of polish. And yeah, story's not fantastic. It's okay. I think the better half of the story is the earlier half, and then wormholes basically happen, and then space capitalism. So pretty much the first one. But again, it is funny in places. I had a good time playing it. I like me games like Fallout and Skyrim, and this very much scratched that itch for me. Not much else to say. I just enjoyed it. South of Midnight. South of Midnight. Tonally, this is not the type of game I go for, but I've seen it drop on Xbox Game Pass, and I very much enjoyed my time with it. It's got a unique premise. It has combat like Devil May Cry. It's got a bit of platforming like Prince of Persia. Yeah, so nothing it does is ultimately all that unique, but tonally, story-wise, it's unique. I haven't played anything else like it before. The storytelling's, well, again, never seen anything like it. To my recent memory, I bet there's like a 10 a penny games that are like this, but not ones I played recently. Bear in mind, I mostly play games like Dark Souls and Doom. So South of Midnight, very, very different. But I enjoyed my time with it. It came out early in the year, and at the time it came out, I was like, wow, this is a contender for Game of the Year for me. That hasn't happened because other things came out, but it was a good start of the year. Good start. I think it came out in like early February, March time. Early enough to think, wow, this is good. Good. You can tell I don't script these, can't you? Alright, a newer one which might annoy people. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Now, I understand this game doesn't have probably as much depth as the others. There's an open world which doesn't have all that much in it. I've heard the complaints. People say, "Oh, it's a bit too much like Zelda. Like it's got like mini dungeons and that." But here's the thing: I like Zelda. I like Metroid. It works for me. Now, when you think back, I played Metroid Prime recently, and when you compare it to Metroid Prime 4, here's the thing I don't see people talk about. Metroid Prime 4 controls really well compared to 1. If you play 1 now, specifically the GameCube version, it's actually kind of clunky. I mean, there's no like one thing that's really bad, but altogether, it's a bit rough around the edges. It feels like it should control more smoothly than it does. But Prime 4 controls really, really well. I didn't think I'd like the bike, but I did. There's something like this calming, like coming home after work and then just driving around on my bike, just smashing into crystals with it, which I found cathartic. If you like the game, great. If you didn't, great. I did. That's it. Mario Kart World. Yes, that one. Which has a similar issue to Metroid Prime 4, as if it's got a big open world with like bugger all in it. But here's the thing, I haven't really bothered with that part of the game at all. I've mostly been playing it couch co-op, and I tell you what, for couch co-op Mario Kart, it's fucking fantastic. There's never been a bad Mario Kart multiplayer experiences, in my opinion. At least not one I can think of, and I've played all of them. I've enjoyed all of them. But this one has more tracks and more characters. And you actually unlock stuff by playing the game, which is amazing. No microtransactions, to my knowledge. Again, I've not looked. But the point is, I had fun with it, and so did my mate. And we've got like 3 stars in like every Grand Prix. And we still want to play it a bit more. We're sure there's more stuff to unlock. I know there's more costumes out there. Yeah, Mario Kart World. It goes brum brum. It's got Bowser and Wario in it. Yes. Here's one I bet everyone saw coming, if you know me. Doom the Dark Ages. I like Doom the Dark Ages. Case in point. My mate sent me this. Good, isn't it? Yeah. Look, I like Doom, alright? This is Doom. It's more of it. You have a big mace. You swing it in people's face. The music's really fucking good. I know it's not Mick Gordon doing the music. I'm sorry, I can't remember the name of the person who does it. Go Google it. I'm sure you'll find it. But no, I think it does really well. Particularly the track that you fight the final boss with between Hex and Flame. I genuinely listen to that in the gym because it's very fast-paced and it ticks all my boxes for me. Gameplay is fast, fluid. I did think some of the levels were a bit too long, which is why it's not actually my game of the year. I know it's a weird nitpick, but some of the levels felt like they went on for fucking ages, especially when you're going for collectibles. However, when I streamed it, I did it on the file I already had all the collectibles on, and I found the game way more enjoyable when I'm just going through the levels rather than having to stop and find stuff, because I think that's a real pace breaker. I had that issue with Eternal as well. Like, you're going around, it's like, right, I've killed all the aliens and demons and shit. Now I'm going to spend 10 minutes like poking around cubby holes trying to find things and not make any progress because I can't find anything. Isn't that how it goes? Until you start giving and find, right, where's the guide? Just tell me where this one thing is. I'm missing one treasure. Where the hell is it? Yeah, that's never fun. It's a proper pace breaker. But when you ignore that and just go for the level, right, go from arena to arena and all the sections in between, it's way more fun. Yeah. Penultimate game. A late entry. But one I was thankful for, because for me it kind of came out of nowhere because I didn't see anything about this game. It just sort of dropped. Now, a couple of years ago, I gave Game of the Year to Shredder's Revenge, the Turtles game. Fucking love that game. And Marvel Cosmic Invasion is made by the same people. It basically has the same graphics. It's essentially the same game, but Marvel. Marvel Cosmic Invasion is another great co-op couch game, and I highly recommend it to anyone who likes 2D beat-em-ups. The only real difference between this and Turtles is there's more characters with more move pool. However, I'd still give the edge to Turtles, and it's purely on the basis that the Turtles game has way better music. And that's a big deal for me. I like me some music. So I think Marvel Cosmic Invasion dropped the ball there. Having played the game through a couple of times, I can't really remember any of the tracks from it, which is a massive shame. But everything else I really liked. The gameplay was absolutely solid. Couldn't fault it. Visually, I like me some pixel art, so it ticks all my boxes. If only the music was slightly better, it probably could have got Game of the Year. But my Game of the Year actually goes to... drumroll. Tormented Souls 2. I thoroughly enjoyed the first Tormented Souls. I absolutely adore classic Resident Evil. Like the fixed camera angles, the limited ammo, all that jazz. So when Tormented Souls dropped a while back, several years back, hell, I even did a playthrough of it on my YouTube channel. Yay, lucky you. Yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. So when the second one dropped, I actually bought it with real money. I didn't wait for it to come on Game Pass or PlayStation Plus or anything. I just bought the damn thing. And you know what? It's like the first one, except there's more. It's way bigger. I did like the opening sort of section, the whole the orphanage, and fought a boss. And I was like, okay. So where's the rest of this mansion? Turns out there was more. There's like a whole city to explore. It's way bigger. Like my first playthrough of Tormented Souls is like, what, 5-6 hours? My first playthrough of Tormented Souls 2 was about 15.5 hours. Jesus Christ. Even when I replayed it again, knowing what I knew, it still took like 8 hours. It's a chunky beast, so if you really like Resident Evil games, but I think, wow, I really wish Resident Evil was like 8 hours long. Yeah, this has got you covered. And I know on paper that doesn't make it Game of the Year material. It's like, but I don't care. It's my favourite game that's come out this year, and I'm looking forward to replaying it again. I just like the gameplay. It's that simple. Shall we go on to my two ones that I didn't like? That may surprise you, or may not. We'll see. My first one is Atomfall. Atomfall was released this year, which is why it's on this list. And apparently it played off as being, oh, it's British Fallout. Well, I'm British. I like Fallout. Put them together. And what do you get? You get a game which, for me, had a really, really disappointing barter and inventory system and was packed to the gills with bugs. So I think they were trying to copy Bethesda a little bit too much. I didn't finish this game. I played it for about 4 or 5 hours. Could not get into it. In fact, the main reason I stopped is I got into a fight in a camp, and the game just broke. Enemies started like disappearing through the floor, so I couldn't loot them. Which, if that happened later on with a key item, could have been a problem. And I got clipped into a wall as well, because I got hit with, I want to say, an explosion, thinking back. I got knocked back, and I was just stuck in a wall, and that was that. I was like, great. So you know what? I wanted to like Atomfall, but I just didn't. I'm sorry. I really wanted to. Maybe I'll give it another go at some point, but no. I'd say it's less of a sort of game I hated and more of a massively disappointed in. Massive letdown, really. Which sometimes can be worse than just straight up hatred. I don't really have any games I hate all that much, because anything like that I just sort of avoid. I've been around the block enough times to know I can see something and think, yeah, it's going to be shit, so I just don't play it. And I kind of did this for this game. Bear in mind, this is not a terrible game. People really enjoy it. It's just not for me. And I gave it a shot. I bought it. I own it physically. But as much as I love Elden Ring and Dark Souls and that, I did not care for Night Rain. It's just not my game. Night Rain is what if Elden Ring but Fortnite, and I detest Fortnite with a passion. I do not like being rushed. I want to do a run, yeah, but do it at your own pace. Being rushed sucked. I just don't like how the inventory drop system works. None of it I enjoyed. If you see my live stream of it, I'm just looking disappointed the entire time, because it feels like a gamer should like, because on a gameplay level, it is Elden Ring, but it's not. I don't think it helps that I'm an antisocial git, so I didn't actually play multiplayer. I tried to do the thing on solo because I was told you could do that, and yes, you can, but don't bother. Just play Elden Ring again. Find a new challenge run like I do. Find new and dumb ways to break that game instead. So, I guess that's my list. So, Night Rain, again, not a terrible game. It's just not for me. But hey, I played it, so it makes my worst games of the year list. I know objectively there's way, way worse out there, but it's my list. I think I've said that before. That's everything. I hope you have a wonderful 2026. May you play some good games there. I'm looking forward to Resident Evil 9. That's top of my list for this year. But yeah, that's been it. Another unscripted video down. I hope you enjoyed. You have a lovely rest of your day now, folks. Tatty byes.